From humble beginnings to founding Kingdom Life Tabernacle, Apostle Tony's unwavering dedication to his mission serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration to all. His experiences remind us that no journey is without its trials, but with faith and determination, we can rise above and fulfill our divine purpose.
So she took a vacation for 2 weeks. So what we do is we'd wake up in the morning, pray. After prayer, then we would move with her from one place to another place, look for a place where we could be able now to start a church, to start a fellowship. I remember the first place we went to was actually MK. We came to MK because we discovered, we knew that the church would be around this area, so we needed a place of fellowship that would be close to the church, such that when the time comes, it will become easier to bring the people in the vicinity on the location of the church. So we went to MK and, they have a small hall. We said, could we be able to use this? Said, no, we can't use this. This is our school. Okay, we left. Went to Mother Mangeli and they said, okay, we have a hall here, but we need to start director, but they were dragging and never worked out. Went to another place down, I think, somewhere in Quito, somewhere there, but the place wasn't very nice. Because I didn't want to, again, compromise in my values, my excellence, my standard, because remember, excellence is part of our core value. So I looked at a hall, it wasn't nice, needed a lot of work. So we left that place. That was, that every day we'd do that, would wake up and look for a place. So eventually discovered we could not get a very nice hall within Chirinya, Bukasa, Chito area, Chikonko area. So we said, let's go. Let's begin our journey from Kazinga, that is on Ginger Road. So we would see a place around close to the roadside and we'll go find out. And we discovered, we walked all along Kazinga to where you get, actually, we found a place in where it's a 4-story building. We thought we'd be there, but they had no parking and people had to stairs. We could imagine if we had old people, they would not be able to manage, not have an elevator. Eventually we found another place I think in where you get it town still. The challenge was never had a parking. The space kind of was good. It was a solid building and we never lived it. So that week ended without getting a place. So the following week, I think Pastor Agnes realized that I was discouraged because a whole week looking for a place and not being able to get it. I think she felt, she realized I was discouraged. She realized, I was a bit low. So what she did that particular day, she told me, Pastor, let me stay home, pray. You go today and move along. And I went. So we said, let's begin now from where you get it, at least go up to Chideka, but we cannot go beyond Chideka because we had in our mind that the church would be around Chirinya, Chikonko area. So that day I was moving along, moving from place to place. And while I was on my way, that day doing my hustle of looking for a church place, she wrote me again another message. That message again pushed me mal. She wrote me, I wish I had recorded it, but of course, I think that phone must have blocked out. She said, Pastor, be encouraged in the Lord, because even when God spoke to Abraham to look out for the promised land, he didn't get it in one day, but has kept on believing and trusting God. Lo and behold, he was able to get the promised land and was able to fulfill the vision. That was again. Now, out of this also, it's very, very important that you marry right, because if you marry right, your spouse will know what to say when you need it, because a word rightly spoken in the season is like a water to a thirsty soul. A particular word in a particular soul is very, very critical. So God, the Holy Spirit used that in those moments. So I could not find the place that day. After that word, I was encouraged, went back home, gave a report. Then we started moving again with her. Remember, she's in 2 weeks vacation, just to stand by my side as we look out together for the place. So eventually, in the second week, we are able to get in Chireka, and we come across a building in the names of Achiwa Complex. And now at Achiwa Complex, we got into this place, Achiwa Complex. Actually, it had a second floor, the entire second floor. Actually, the entire building didn't have a lot of business apart from, I think there was an Absa Bank, Absa Bank, but the rest of the floors, I think it was a 4-story building, never had business. So went on the second floor, we discovered there's actually room, the other facilities, but our now focus was much more on the room because we didn't have a congregation. So we get into this, we look at the room, and the room was okay. It was, I think, 10 by 10 feet or 10 by 12 feet. The landlord took us around, and I think I loved the place. I felt peace in my heart. So we told him, this is the place. He told us to pay. We are supposed to pay 6 months. And we told him, tomorrow we'll be able to bring you the money. So the following day, we brought him the money. We came with Pastor Agnes. We agreed. We prayed through the office. So we went. We had our little saving. We went. We bought my first desk and my first chair and our first 9 chairs. Actually, they are about 21 chairs. And actually, up now, those chairs with the arms at church, they are there. Those are the chairs we started with. We set the office nicely. And it's amazing that when the owner of the building asks me, what are you doing and what do you need this place for? It's amazing how the Holy Spirit guided me and told me not to reveal or to unveil myself to him who I am and what I do. And later on, I discovered actually why. Because if I had told him I'm a pastor, he would have never allowed us. The reason is, in the main hall now, which eventually we use as a church, one of a prominent singer in this country, whose name I have not mentioned, a lady got married to a gentleman, and they were running a computer school for over one and a half years, and they have forfeited their rent. They had never paid rent for 1.5 years. So the man got mad at believers. He does not want anyone calling himself born again because, they are not paid for rent for 1.5 years. And actually, they had captured their computers. They had a computer school there. So he didn't want to do anything with being born again or being saved. So now when we go first place, the Lord tells me to conceal. Wisdom spoke to me to conceal my identity. So the man is asking me, what are you doing? I told him, of course, I'm a counselor. I'll be talking to people. And of course, I was not lying. Why? Because my first degree is in counseling. I did human psychology. And, I thought this office will open up. People will come. I'll talk to them. I will guide them. I will counsel them. I will direct them. So I told him, I need that office to be able to meet. I deal in people, So that's how he accepted. Now, as we got started, I prayed to the Lord to bring me the right people at that point in time of the ministry as the ministry got started. So people started coming in. If a few people, I would call them, I tell them, the ones I knew that were not going to church, they were stuck, they didn't know what to do, call them, tell them, we are here. We have already started. And that is how the 9 came. Others, I was able to call them, text them. Others just came by themselves by hearing that actually we have started the ministry. So that's how we started with the 9 people. And we used to meet every Wednesday and every Friday. And on Sunday, I would go to another ministry, my wife and I and my family. And then these 9 would meet. And all those couple of months, that is in 2010, towards the end, my work was to share with them their vision, their mission, and their core values. I would share with them about Matthew 28:18-20. That is what I would share with them in different versions, in different aspects. And we did that all the time.
It was a modest start, but their faith was anything but small. They knew God had great plans for them. Stay tuned for the next episode.